Once again, it's Nattyisisyah. Join the website www.kingnobleuncensored.com. So Abu Bakar Shaka, or something of the sort, who is supposedly the leader of the Nigerian jihadist Islamic group called Boko Haram, which we've all heard before, has basically redeclared war on the U.S. and directing his attack at Trump. He basically said, we're done with Obama and now we're going to start with Trump, and that we're convinced by our faith and we will not stop. For us, the war is just beginning. And he posted this on his YouTube channel. Probably should subscribe to his channel, probably should learn some Hausa, probably should, pick up on that third or fourth language and also some other artillery. But for real, what I find interesting though is that all the way over in Africa, that they're prepared, they're ready, they're making these bold stances and confronting white supremacy. And also, what I find interesting is that Trump is able to unite with all types of white supremacists, all types of white people, all types of backgrounds and belief systems and all of that, right? And the people that he's uniting with didn't necessarily support him during his campaign. They spoke ill of him and he spoke ill of them. They were at odds, right? But the election has come and gone, and he's putting them in his cabinet. He's putting them on his team, right? However, in the Black conscious community, we are supposed to have been so elevated. Our chakras are supposed to have been so lit, but we can't get together and unite. If we don't all agree on a certain diet, or if we don't all agree on a certain, belief system or moral values, or all these other little differentiations. Meanwhile, Trump, on the other hand, is able to unite with all these type of people, right? You have Mitt Romney, Bannon of Breitbart, who even other white people, see them as white nationalist groups, basically white supremacists. Giuliani, you have the whole KKK about to have a whole celebration for the election of Trump. However, in the conscious community, we can't unite on this, right? Which it doesn't make sense. And let's take Boko Haram. How many people in the conscious community accept Boko Haram, or would unite with Boko Haram, would even consider what they're doing as something moving in the right direction? You're probably not going to do it because you're saying, oh, they're kidnapping all these girls. Propaganda from white supremacy media that you've sucked up you just sucked it all up, gobbled it all up, right? But you're not really focusing on the main key is that Boko Haram took these children, so they did not go to school to be indoctrinated by racism and white supremacy and go back into their villages and continue to preach this doctrine of imperialism, right, white supremacy. No, you believe in the system, right? Boko Haram didn't take these girls to say, what, we're going to teach them how to start a black business. No, Boko Haram said, we're taking them out the system, out the matrix, right? They made that move. But the average black person, especially in the conscious community, is not going to see that because, they want that money. They have a taste for that money, that they just can't quench their thirst. In the heart of America, they cannot quench their thirst. It does not make any sense to me, right? And also, the conscious community is also filled with all type of lies, allegations, unproven statements, and all type of, just drama. But yet we claim to be waking up the people, or to be here to wake up the people. But when you come across somebody who's not as woke, you either you turn your back on them, or you look down on them, or you're just not there, right? But yet we're supposed to be doing this for each other, but yet we can't come together and unite on just core issues, right? However, do you think Mitt Romney and Breitbart and all these people, do you think they care that Trump is supposed to have a court date in December for rape? Do you think that they care? It got that far, right? Do you think they care though? Do you think they care that He probably paid off the girl so that he doesn't have to have that court date anymore. Do you think they care? They don't care about that. They have other issues, bigger issues, things that they're looking forward to accomplishing and carrying out. And, you know, they're ready for that. So for all those people who are saying, you know what, they're leaving America and they're going to go run to Africa. Are you going to run to Africa to join Boko Haram? Because if you're not, you want some bullshit. Then you talking about going to Canada. Are you going to Canada to be on some militant shit up in there to get the Canadians ready? I don't think so. I think you're probably going up there to go hide in the snow, right? And I would suggest that any Canadian females, right, definitely boycott any bitch ass Negroes running over there, okay? Because you're talking about leaving women and children in America who could use your help, who could use your protection, your guidance, your awareness. Because if you're aware enough to be running over there, right, you should be. If you're not running over there with children and women on deck, you want some bitch ass shit. And I'm serious. Aside from that, the Boko Haram, they recognize what time it is, right? But over here, we still talking about Black Power Awards and, Sonetta Award. Like, come on, the rabbit hole is just getting deeper and deeper. Why are we digging ourselves deeper into a ditch, right? When we have all this that we're up against. So I question just how ready mentally, even just mentally, that people in America are, for what it is that they're up against. I don't think that they recognize the massiveness of what's about to take place. They're not just getting together to have tea, and they're not just getting together to just talk about which person they're going to build to incarcerate Black people, right? They have a lot more on the table that they're about to do than just that. You're talking about land grabs and you're talking about killing more Negroes, but yet we're over here hooked on a word, what to call ourselves, right? They don't care they don't care what you call yourself. They don't care how you decorate yourself. They don't care. They know, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Basically is how they look at it. So I think that definitely we should be just be real. Stop playing yourself. Stop playing yourself. We don't need to be playing ourselves right now. So join the website www.kingnobleuncensored.com. That's what it is. Black supremacy.